Hi guys, welcome back to another Vlogmas video. I have a goal of posting every Monday through Friday for you guys of the month of December, but this video is not Christmas themed at all. It is just another TTC style video for you guys. I want to talk about the crazy things going on with my ovulation tests and kind of give you my perspective of what I think is happening. And then I am also going to take a few pregnancy tests because I have been trying my best not to test. The last time I tested is when I shared it with you guys. And it's just so hard because I just don't know what's going on with me. And the ovulation test got me kind of confused. Ovulation test, look, it looks so dark. So my body's either really trying to ovulate or I just got a lot of hormones in there and I just don't know. I'm hoping that it's just pregnancy hormones and it's oh, you got pregnant right away. And you didn't even have to wait for your period. Before I get ahead of myself and start talking about the pregnancy test, to dip this ovulation test. While it's loading, I'm going to talk to you about my ovulation test and what I think might be going on. And then I got a bunch of these other pregnancy tests. I even got a digital one. Okay, so ovulation tests going across. I also moved into my office space, so hopefully it looks a little bit better in here compared to in the bathroom. I think that the lighting is just weird. It's all overhead. Hopefully the tests look better for you guys. So since I dipped my ovulation test, I'm going to show you guys my prior ovulation test that I started taking when I started posting these ovulation and pregnancy test videos for you guys. And I edited it a little bit just because the Pre-Mom app that I am using to take pictures of my ovulation test doesn't have a cycle day for me. So it's a little confused on where I am in my cycle. So I changed it just to try to make more sense for you guys. And as you can see, I took multiple tests at the same time, sometimes to try to verify that the tests were accurate and giving me a consistent result. And I also took multiple tests through the day. Typically, I like to take a test midday because for me, midday or afternoon is when I tend to get my highest results. I was taking them in the morning because I was taking pregnancy tests and that's when I was trying to take them for you guys. And then I was taking them throughout the day so you can kind of see the different times on there. But as you can see here, I had a high test on the 27th of November. It gave me a 0.97 and 1.0 is considered that the test line is the same as that color as the control line, which would be considered peak. So I almost had a peak test there. And then my test started to get light again. And that peak was almost at 9 o'clock at night. And then it started to go down. And then on the 29th in the morning, I had a 0.8, so another high test. Later on that same day, I had another 0.8, so another high test. That night, it was really low, went to a 0.5. And then the next morning, it was high again, and it was a 0.89. And then in the afternoon, which would probably be when I would normally try to take my test, it was a 1.11, which technically could be considered a peak. It didn't label it a peak, and I think that that's because it does not know where my cycle days are. And then later on that night, it was still a 0.49. Now, if I were to say that is my peak day, that means I would have ovulated December 1st, okay? Which means as of today, I would be 2 days past ovulation. But as you can see on these ovulation tests, my levels started to drop like how I would expect if I did ovulate. But then yesterday in the afternoon, I had another high ovulation test And then this morning, my ovulation test was low again. So what could all of this mean? I think that there's 3 possibilities of what could be going on right now, and I'm going to start with what is most likely, and that is that I am an ovulatory, and that means that I'm not ovulating. This is things that I've dealt with before being pregnant. This is something I've struggled with trying to conceive in the past, and if you're seeing tests like this when it comes to ovulation, this could be an issue for you as well. But basically, my body is trying to peak, my LH is going up, 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 but I don't get enough to actually ovulate, and then my LH starts to drop, and then it's like, oh, let's try peak again, and I get the hormones start going up again, and then it drops again, and it just keeps doing that throughout a cycle until my body's just like, okay, we never ovulated, and then I would have a period. It could also be related to breastfeeding, but I have seen a similar ovulation test to this in the past when I wasn't breastfeeding. So I think it might just be a hormonal thing with me, and this is why I will continue to take ovulation tests, because if I get a very strong, good peak test, that will tell me that maybe I did actually ovulate. Now, I will pop up here really fast a picture of what a proper ovulation track would look like if you were taking these. I will take it from my last cycle that I actually got pregnant on, and I'll show you guys here of what it would actually look like, because you want to have a very strong peak to tell you that it is a good, strong ovulation. Now, some people could have one of these high tests, like it says a 1.1 or even a 0.94, and still have a healthy ovulation and get pregnant from that. But since I am having this constant high and then low and then high and then low, it's telling me I'm probably not ovulating. Now, another thing that could be going on is that I am actually pregnant, and maybe my HCG is getting picked up on these tests, and that's what's making the test stay high, and the concentration of my urine could be affecting the quality of the test, and that could be kind of like while they're all over the place. That's a possibility. So I don't want to say that that's not possible, and that's why I plan to take some more pregnancy tests, because then I will know, is it pregnancy, is it not pregnancy? Another possibility is maybe I did actually ovulate on one of these peaks. Maybe on December 1st I ovulated because I had that 1.11 high ovulation test. And if that's the case, then I could only be 2 DPO, and now I am taking pregnancy tests way too early. So let's see what this ovulation test says, and then we will take some more pregnancy tests. So this is another like pretty dark test. I will scan it and get the number for you guys and add it here. I'm not sure if you guys like to see the numbers of the test. I personally do, because it kind of helps me see. It may look like other tests to me, but then when I see the number, I'm like, oh, okay, it actually was a pretty high test. I'm trying to figure out what tests I should take, because I have Easy at Home, which I'll probably take. I have the pink line ClearBlue. I got a digital ClearBlue. I have some more of the like early result first response. And then when I went to the store the other day, I saw this like triple check result thing from first response, and I've never tried this. I think that one is a early result, one is like a digital, and then one is supposed to be a quick result. Oh yeah, a rapid result. I think I might take this digital test and another first response test. God, I don't know. Let me just open them, okay? Dude, why are these tests like impossible to open? These are all different colors. So I guess First Response also changed their like test. So I used like the light pink tip or top test, and now they have like the dark pink test, which I did not know they switched that. And some people were telling me that like the light pink tests aren't as good, and I need the dark pink test because that they don't have the evap lines. So I don't know which ones are in these. This one is good for the longest, so maybe this is the new dark tip. I'll try this one. I only think I need to take one digital test. I think I'll just take the ClearBlue, because this is always like, if I get a ClearBlue Digital that says the word pregnant on it, then I'm like, yes, I am pregnant. So I'm gonna take one of those, and I don't think I'm gonna take the ClearBlue pink one, because to me this like very obviously had an indent. I don't know, it just like, it was such an obvious line, but then I don't know. I'm seriously so confused. I don't know if I've ever had taken a rapid result test. Maybe I'll take that. I don't know. For sure, I'm gonna take these two, and then an easy at home test too. I want to see if I can get this other camera set up so it can like watch the digital tests, and I'll like have it going live for you guys while I dip the other test. So here's the digital test. I'm going to dip it, and then I'm going to put it over here so it can like click, and then I'll try to like have it going for you guys while I take the other tests. Kind of cool. It's got this little like red beep beep on it. Okay, while that is going over there, I'm going to take the easy at home, because that takes the next longest to load. Oh, my baby wants his mama. Okay, that one's going across. Put that back in here. And then like this ovulation test, like it looks so dark. So like my body's either really trying to ovulate, or I just got a lot of hormones in there, and I just don't know. I'm hoping that it's just like pregnancy hormones, and it's like, wow, you got pregnant like right away, and like you didn't have to wait for your period. But I'm sure that's not the case. So this is one of those dark tip tests, and supposedly these ones do not have indents, and they do not give you indents. So we're gonna see if this gives me an indent or not. But I wonder, like, are these not as sensitive as the light pink test or light pink top test? So that is going across. It's back in here. This one is back in here. And then the ClearBlue one, I'm sure it's still working. I'm gonna wait a little while. I think I might look at these line tests first and then do the ClearBlue last, just because it's, once it says pregnant or not pregnant, it will stay like that for a little while. So while these are loading, I think I'm gonna clean up my mess, and I will be back when they're done loading. It's been a few minutes, so I'm going to start showing you guys the pregnancy test. I will start with the easy at home. Yeah, I don't see anything on this test line. Okay, so first response. Looks pretty blank. Looks pretty blank. Okay, so I'm guessing you guys already have seen the ClearBlue Digital, unless for some reason you couldn't really see it in the video, but I'm going to grab it without looking at it, so I don't want to see what it says, and then I will show you guys first, and then I will look at it afterwards, but hopefully I had it set up somewhere nice here so you guys could see it while it was loading. Oh, I think it says not pregnant. Not pregnant. Okay, so maybe my body is just trying to ovulate because it's a pretty dark line. I need to scan it and see what it says because I haven't done that yet. And then, I don't know, maybe I just need to wait a few days because maybe I'm 2 DPO, so maybe I wait when I get like 6 or 8 DPO. Maybe I can take some more pregnancy tests and see if that really, if I did ovulate then. But maybe I'm trying to ovulate. So I'm gonna probably keep taking ovulation tests and see if I have like a super strong ovulation and my baby wants me. So I will see you guys in my next Vlogmas or TTC video, hopefully tomorrow. Bye guys.